Alright, so now Paco and I are both walking along the train tracks. The station's a pool of yellow light in the distance. Behind me, the rails are twin blue streaks stretching all the way to New Orleans. Ties pass beneath my aching feet like frames of an old film strip. We're in a wide corridor of derelict industrial buildings and decaying warehouses. They walked in and out of overlapping light cones and compound shadows, the grimy effects left behind by those dead factories whose carcasses still lined the tracks, protected by the curses of asbestos and soil toxicity. The ties are raised from the level of the gravel, and I've got to pay attention to keep from tripping. I keep my eyes down while keeping Paco in my peripheral vision. We're less than a quarter mile from the station when a light appears in the distance. It's small, but growing. I pick up the pace, then, with a sick feeling in my stomach about it, I start running toward it. Paco doesn't seem to notice at first, but just before I catch up to him, he stops and holds out his arm like a semaphore. I stop. He crouches. Now his whole being is trained on the tracks. At first, I see nothing but the light. Then I make out 2 police sedans and a couple of cops loafing around out front. Meanwhile, the light keeps getting brighter. Paco lays flat on his stomach and puts his ear to the rail. He looks up in the air, then at me. There's a confused look on his face. He puts his ear to the rail again and listens even more intently, like a doctor with a stethoscope. He stays like this until after the train reaches the station. I just stand there. It's like I'm watching a silent movie. What's he listening for?